Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 previewed. Canadian government seizes Russian-registered AN-124. International Aerobatics Day rolls in. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 previewed. 2023's Microsoft's Xbox Game Showcase has wrapped. Among the bigger surprises sprung during 2023's showcase was the news that Asobo Studio is hard at work on a wholly new version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Predating Windows by 3 years, Flight Simulator is Microsoft's longest-running software product line and one of the longest-running PC video game series of all time. Somewhat unimaginatively titled Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the sequel endeavors to personalize the flight simulation experience by offering a broadened palette of aeronautical endeavors, the likes of aerial firefighting, crop dusting, and helicopter sky crane operations. In a departure from past iterations of the renowned simulation software, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comprises a higher degree of interfacing with human non-player characters. By way of example, players undertaking search and rescue flight missions will find themselves airlifting realistically rendered, expressive, and engaging human NPCs from remote locations. Similarly, skydiving pilots will venture aloft in aircraft filled with parachute-wearing adrenaline junkies. The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 trailer presented at 2023's Xbox Game Showcase emphasized the human element of air travel, depicting paramedics rushing gurneys bearing injured patients to air ambulance aircraft and ground crew personnel directing traffic at an Antarctic research station. And coming up after the break, AirVenture 2023 Fly-In Theater lineup.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. AirVenture 2023 Fly-In Theater lineup. It's the 70th anniversary of both the EAA founding and its annual AirVenture Fly-In and Air Show, the largest event of its kind in the wide world. The EAA has announced that the compendium of films to be presented at the much-loved Fly-In Theater during AirVenture 2023 will be led off by a showing of a biographical film highlighting the life and achievements of Medal of Honor recipients Tom Hudner and Jesse Brown. Subject film's overwhelmingly positive reception at last year's AirVenture compelled event organizers to host an encore screening. European Union doubles fleet in preps for wildfire season. The European Union has doubled its combined rescEU aerial firefighting fleet ahead of the 2023 wildfire season, with 24 fixed-wing and 4 rotary-wing aircraft from 10 EU member states. The composite fleet was announced at the 105th anniversary of the EU's Emergency Response Coordination Center by Commissioner for Crisis Management Janez Lenare. The fleet will include 16 light planes from Sweden, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Germany, and Cyprus, 10 medium scooping planes from Spain, Italy, Greece, France, and Croatia, and 4 helicopters from Czechia, Greece, and France. Billy Nolen named Archer Chief Safety Officer. Archer Aviation, the California-based designer of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, announced on June 13th that former FAA Administrator Billy Nolen has been named the company's Chief Safety Officer. Mr. Nolen's expertise in matters of flight operations and aviation safety promises to better Archer's chances of successfully commercializing urban air mobility at scale. During his stint with the FAA, Mr. Nolen spearheaded the agency's efforts to facilitate the safe integration of eVTOL aircraft into the U.S. national airspace system. Greg Principato to retire from NAA. The National Aeronautic Organization announced that Greg Principato, the organization's president and CEO, will step down from the positions he so sagely and competently filled since 2016. NAA Board Chair Jim Alba set forth, quote, "On behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank Greg for all he has done for the NAA. Greg not only successfully built a strong foundation for the NAA's next chapter, he also provided impressive strategic leadership during COVID. We are grateful for the expertise and knowledge he provided over the last 7 years," end quote. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Canadian government seizes Russian-registered AN-124. An announcement from Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs Mélanie Joly noted the seizure of an AN-124 pursuant the nation's Special Economic Measures Act. The Antonov seizure was made possible by a new asset seizure and forfeiture provision under Canada's autonomous sanctions regimes put forward in the country's 2022 parliamentary budget in direct response to the February 2022 commencement of hostilities between Russia and Ukraine. Seizure of the stranded AN-124 is intended to put pressure on Russia to stop what the Canadian Parliament called Moscow's, quote, illegal war against Ukraine, end quote, by straining ostensibly Russia's economy and limiting resources by which Justin Trudeau alleges the Russo-Ukrainian conflict is fueled. The AN-124 stranded at YYZ is the first physical asset seized by Canada's government under Ottawa's asset seizure and forfeiture regime, and the second overall seized and restrained under the nation's Special Economic Measures Act. Trudeau's government intends to seize the AN-124 and manage it in accordance with Canadian federal legislation. Should the aircraft ultimately be forfeited to the Crown, Canada has averred it will work with the government of Ukraine on options to, quote, redistribute the asset to compensate victims of human rights abuses, restore international peace and security, or rebuild Ukraine, end quote. And coming up after these messages, International Aerobatics Day rolls in.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Welcome back. International Aerobatics Day rolls in. In continuation of 2 past years of the successful event, International Aerobatics Day will be held on Saturday, June 24th, 2023. Aerobatic fans are advised to mark their calendars and reserve the day for a worldwide celebration of all things aerobatic. The occasion's founding body, the International Aerobatics Club, asks all aerobatic enthusiasts to make plans to share their passion for the sport of aerobatics, regardless of where on the planet they call home. The IAC advises interested parties to watch for additional information pertaining to International Aerobatics Day in the months ahead. Currently, the celebration will host a gamut of events, including practice days, competitions, barbecues, community gatherings, static displays of aerobatic aircraft, and seminars. Parties unable to personally attend the aforementioned events are invited to participate in International Aerobatics Day by taking part in one or more of a number of online webinars noted at iac.org. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!